As you may see, I have been a little bit busy. And yes, I am still a little bit sick, but I'm way better now. So as you can see, I've got a bunch of bees producing honey, and I have a little honeycomb farm over here. The kelp farm has come together. It's just the same mechanism that I used for all the other farms, and I'm straight up cooking the kelp to get dry kelp, and it gets sucked down into this vault. And this little tree farm that didn't work last time, it's actually stuck again at the moment, but I've put a little safety mechanism over here that is actually using a clockwork bearing, because have yet to witness them to fail because they always go with the time, or kind of like the clock of Minecraft, so they probably just are able to reset themselves. So I've made this little redstone clock with these contacts, and every time it hits this redstone contact, yep, there you just saw it moving. The time is going. I think it's actually for 12 o'clock that it hits this redstone contact. This redstone link is actually sending signals to this one. We're actually soon going to see what's going to happen. Also for the cocoa farm in case it gets stuck. And actually I've connected it up to all those other farms on the crop farm, because it did happen that especially for the sugarcane one got stuck multiple times. I don't know why, but it just got stuck. The others still haven't got stuck, but this is kind of a safety measure over here. So it kind of resets or flips the redstone signal for all those contraptions, so they kind of get unstuck and go rolling again. Because for some reason, if the tree spawns, for example here, if the tree spawns right before the contraption reaches this block, for some reason it just blocks the whole contraption instead of just being sawed away. The saws kind of stop working, and I don't know, it just holds up the whole contraption because the signal is going straight forward until it reaches this contact. It will never go back. So in order to reset it, this clock will go pretty soon. Oh, there we go. It just pulled the contraption back. The little timer over here, the 10 seconds will go. Soon enough, it should work again. Oh wait, it took so long because, yeah, it has to wait for the next hour. Yep, there we go. It has to wait for the next hour until the clock moves again. But there we go. It works again. So if it ever gets stuck, it will unstuck itself soon enough. This is completely AFKable and doesn't have to be repaired every once in a while, but it repairs itself. And same goes for all those contraptions over here that have basically the same mechanism. So we're almost done with our farms. The only one missing is the meat farm that is going to go right here. For this one, I'm actually going to use the schematic because, yeah, it is a little complicated to build in survival, and I don't have the nerves to actually rebuild it. And you might see there's quite a bunch of grass in this schematic. I'm just going to tell the schematic cannon that it's just going to skip all the blocks that I don't feed into it. So the wool blocks that I used, the little signs here, and the grass and dirt blocks, it will just get ignored. It just will build all the rest of the schematic. The only thing I'm going to have to do after that's built is to get the animals in. What we're going to have to do first now, though, is to gather up the materials that we are going to need for this contraption. I'm going to gather the materials and just jump straight into the little time lapse. This is going to end bad. All the little moves. This is going to take a while. Once again. bloop. Whoa. Alright. Time for another stroll through the nether. Oh god. Piggy and bunny time. I can't see the bunnies at all. Oh my god, those bunnies are driving me insane. I can't take only so much. Oh wow, they've multiplied already, very fast. Now that all the animals are in place, most of them are actually just going to die because of entity cramming, like with the cows and the sheep. It's kind of a pretty easy farm, actually. And all the meat that can be chopped will be chopped, and some will actually go through. So we have both kinds of meats, the chopped ones and the whole ones, and there is an egg coming right through. And I had to do this kind of crazy contraption because the deployer will, because especially if there are multiple knives in here, as soon as the deployer places the knife on the cutting board, it will get the next knife from up there and won't pick up that knife anymore. So that's why we have to suck it up and shoot it up. So it just kind of circulates, so there will always be a little time frame where items can land on that cutting board. Yeah, and everything that's going to be cut from a cutting board jumps to the right onto this belt and gets sent into this vault that's going to be the storage for basically all our protein produce that we're doing over here. For the pigs, I actually had to change it up a little, because the only way to get ham is by killing a pig with a knife, so we can't just use entity cramming here. But what I found after a lot of experimenting is baby piggies are like a half block tall, and normal pigs are basically 1 block tall. So, using a little trapdoor here and another trapdoor here, and with entity cramming, it's going to push the babies over here to this trapdoor. And because of the trapdoor, they'll be elevated a little bit. So when they grow up and are a block tall, this deployer with the knife will kill the piggies. And also collect the meat and the potential ham that will get then transferred. I'll actually have to change this filter to not cut any ham up, because that would be against the point. Because we're only going to get pork chops if we cut ham. And basically, if I haven't forgotten anything, all the farms that I'm going to need for all the ingredients are basically done. So I now have to just hook it up to be picked up by the train. And yeah, the only thing left is to, one, make this look a little bit better, a little prettier, maybe build a little building around. And I have to build up the factory. Let's see. After 3 days of collecting materials, have we got everything? Right. And yoink. And blip, 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 blip. Oh, blip, blip. I think it's time for another little time lapse. Let's go! Well, that happened. Let's try this again. I hope this didn't break anything. I hope this isn't bad. Okay, I think it's just going to continue. Phew! Okay, let's continue the time lapse. Alright, this is finally done. This whole huge contraption that is going to be my food factory. So, now I only have to fix all the vaults and put some transportation systems of all the ingredients over to this vault, and for all the fluids to get where they need to go. Especially for the milk, I have to bottle it up first before it goes into the vault. Yeah, stuff like the wheat that I have to prepare 3 kinds of ways, like the normal wheat, and then make some of it into dough, and some of the dough I have to cut up into pasta. So that's going to have to be a thing that I'm going to build maybe right around here before it gets into this huge contraption. Yeah, also this vault over here, that is actually responsible for filling all the cookers up with bowls to be able to get out the food that needs bowls, and also bottles. And why is there a filter on that belt? I'm probably going to have to do a little bit of troubleshooting before I'm going to start this off, because if anything vanishes into the vaults, I'm going to have a problem, I think. Yeah, those will have to come next. Also, one thing that I'm going to have to do over here at my wood farm is separate out the wood and actually divide it up to 1, get some fuel for this little guy down here, to be able to actually make some chocolate. Yeah, to automatically create a whole bunch of bowls. I'm going to need huge amounts. So this is going to be automated over here and be sent with a train all the way back to the factory. For the glass bottles, I'm still thinking about how I'm going to make that. Also, since I'm going to need a glass farm. But I might build a little one just for this farm, But yeah, gathering all the materials took about 3 days, and I am kind of exhausted for now. So this is going to have to be it for this episode. Thank you all for watching. Have a nice day. Bye!